friends, so today we are continuing our series for MSET. In this video, we are going to discuss about 10 CSE sample questions. So here we are. This is our question first. Which of the following is not a type of network topology? So as you can see, this question we have 4 options and we have to find which is not a network topology. We have that star, ring, mass and HTTP. I guess if you went through that topology and network chapter in your syllabus, so you have a clear idea of different types of topology we are having. We are having that ring type topology where all the computers are attached in the structure of ring. Okay, we have that star type topology where there is one central computer and all others computer are attached in a format of star, in the design pattern of star. We have that bus type topology. In this type of topology we are having those computers connected like in bus junction. As you can see, this is the point to point, this is a tree, and this is the mass type topology. Okay, so in the questions we have that star type topology, we have ring type topology, we have mass type topology. This is not a topology. Okay, so correct answer is D. Second question, what is the purpose of router in a network? We will go through each and every options what they are saying. Okay, we have to find what is the purpose of router: to connect multiple devices within the same network. No, I guess it is not a correct option because router is not playing the role between to connect multiple devices within the same network. To filter and forward data between different networks. Okay, I guess it sounds good. To provide encryption for data. No, it's not. To store data securely in a network. No, it's not. So this is the correct option. Option B. What is the purpose of router? And for your clear understanding, I just attached one image where you can look what routers did in our network. So we have this computer. So we are connected with the router, and what router did? Routes those connections between computer router to internet. So if we took the reference from this image, transmits between these two networks to filter and forward data between different networks. So second option is correct for question number 2. This is our third question. Which of the following data structure allows LIFO? For Q, it look like this. We have these element where what we are doing, we will push from this side and it will pop from this side. So this is a FIFO order, first in first out. We will talk about linked list. What we have in linked list, in the linked list all the elements is connected like this. One element carries the hash code of the next one and its data point. Okay, so this is also not a last in first out. Okay, let's see the structure of array. We already defined that its height or its length, not height, its length. It is not a last in first out order. So let's have a clear idea of stack. Stack is look like this. From the bottom it's just closed, and what we are doing in stack, we will post the data from upside and we stored it like this. Let's say suppose this is the stack where we post element V on the first time C, and now we are move forward C into that stack, then C is here. So when element from the stack, that C will be the first one who will left that position. So this first in first out. So the correct option is B, last in first out. Okay, now you have in the question number 4, which of the following is characteristic of object oriented programming? Modularity, encapsulation, recursion, iteration. I guess this is a pretty simple question. You have a clear idea about the OOPS, so encapsulation will be the answer. For your clear understanding, I just attached one image where you can have about the OOPS concept. So we have polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation, object, class and abstraction. So our correct answer is B for the question number 4. Now we are on a question number 5, the output of following Python code. So we have this x equal to 1, 2 and 3. So as you all know, in the array that indexing is start with 0. So for x0 we have first element, for x2 we will have this one third element, for x1 we will have this element. So what is it asking? What? Print x1. So print x1 is equal to 2. So this option is correct. Okay. In the question number 6, what it is saying, which of the following protocols operates at the transport layer of OCI model? But you have the clear understanding of OCI model and its layer. So with this image, we can have a clear understanding what that OCI model is. So we have a physical layer, we have a data link layer, we have network layer, we have transport layer, we have session layer, we have presentation layer, and we have application layer. For the transport layer, we have to understand this transmits data using transmissions protocol including TCP and UDP. So according to the question, which of the following protocol operates at the transport layer of OCI model? So its correct answer is TCP. As you have an understanding from this image that transport layer transmits data using transmission protocols including TCP and UDP. Okay, so we will move forward to the question number 7. What is the time complexity of searching for an element in a binary search tree? So it's a pretty simple question. That algorithm is O of log n, because with this image you can have a clear idea what is binary search tree is. In the binary search tree, what we have, so all the element in the left side of it is less than 21, all the element in the right side of it is greater than 21. So whenever you are searching for an element, you have to choose between two chunks of groups. Like if you are on the middle element, you have to choose from this whole data set, between this whole data set. So its time complexity became O of log n. So in the question number 8, which of the following is a feature of Python? Okay. Which of the following is a feature of Python? Statically typed? No, Python is not a statically typed. Supports multiple inheritance? Let's see. It sounds good. Does not support dynamic typing? No, Python supports the dynamic typing. So these are the incorrect options. Requires main functions to execute? No, Python doesn't require some main function to execute. So the option number B is correct. Supports multiple inheritance. Which operator in Python is used to check for equality? No, this is not always. So the correct option is double equal to, because single equal to, what it did, if we are passing 1 as a string and if we are passing 1 as a number, okay, so it will return true, because it just take 1 and 1, it's written true. But in actual scenario, this RHS is not equal to LHS, because this is a string and this is a number. For this case, we have to switch to a double equal to. For that actual equality, to check the actual equality, we can only use double equal to in Python. So we are on the question number 10. In the binary numbers numbering system, what is the value of binary number 1011 in decimal? Okay, 1011. I guess you have a clear understanding how we are creating those values. So it is nothing but 2 to the power 0 into 1 plus 2 to the power 1 into 1 plus 2 to the power 2 into 0 plus 2 to the power 3 into 1. So these are the 1011 what you have in your question, 1011. So it is equal to 11. Okay, C will be correct answer. This is the answer sheet we are having for above 10 questions. If you have any concerns, any doubts, you can put it in a comment box. Keep learning, keep doing well in your life. Thank you for watching this video.